Yo, it's actually really, really good.
I
It really is.
I
It's really
definitely
good.
need to watch that. I was kind of. It's not that I was faking on it. The first episode, it seemed pretty cool. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I just never got around to damn watching it. So I was
It's
like,
no,
oh, that's a
it's
bummer.
good, son. It's really good.
Okay, so I need to
Okay.
hop on that.
Yeah, that's all
Um,
good.
Everyone, how are you? Welcome to episode 75 of Blerd Talk. And I got some things to get off my chest this week, Jay. Um, Jason, I did want to tell you though. I finally watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
The Nickelodeon movie, Joe.
Yeah, because it's on Prime. It's on Prime now.
Hmm.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Now, I do see where people kind of had a problem with okay, so like basically for those who don't see it, I'm not gonna spoil it, but Splinter,
Best thing in the movie.
huh?
Best thing in the movie. Him and Ice Cube. They did
Yeah,
the best.
yeah. Jackie Chan murders it as
Ice
Splinter, but
Cube murdered it as the
yeah,
villain
he
too. He
murdered it as
murdered it.
Superfly for sure. But
Everything else was trash.
what?
But go ahead. Yeah,
You
I
think it?
hated it.
You
Yeah, I
hated
think it
it?
was one of the. Yeah, I thought it was Teenage Mutant. I think it is the worst TMT
Worse
movie
than
ever
Teenage
made.
Mutant Ninja Turtles #3?
Yeah, that joint was bad.
Jason.
I didn't. You know why? You know why? Because it wasn't enough Ninja Turtle. A lot of relevancy to how young kids act today, type of thing. And I understand that concept, that them
Okay.
appealing
I,
to teenagers of that age with how they were acting, TikTok and all that stuff. It was too much of that. Where was the ninja? Their first action scenes were split screen cutscenes. You didn't even see a real active fight with them until like close to the end, and that was barely a fight too. Jackie Chan did the most fighting out of any of the turtles in the movie. Am I lying or am I lying?
you're not lying. And the fights, and that was kind of like my biggest pet peeve was that Splinter, he still had the carrying farther, but I felt like in the first one, Splinter also had the analogies for days, the wisdom.
Right,
And I felt like he had the loving father part and only had a tad bit of the wisdom part. And
right.
I do get the part that Splinter wasn't trained. So the turtles actually get trained by YouTube, but Splinter was there
Come
helping them.
on,
That
man.
I get that part because that part I was kind of like, wait, so Splinter's not training them? They're getting trained by YouTube? Oh,
MMA fighters nowadays aren't getting by YouTube. It's actual gyms, professional trainers, whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
They learned it from YouTube.
yeah. I did
That's
have
the
a problem
worst
with
TMT
that.
movie ever made, in my opinion.
I did have
It's
a
the
problem with
worst.
that, but I
That
don't
movie's
think it's the
trash.
worst. I still think that the third one is probably still the bad one, the worst one.
You
Um,
might be right. You
oh,
you
um,
might be right.
but I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. Now I know y'all saw the thumbnail. Today we're getting into X-Men '97, but before we get there,
I watched Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
you must be reading my mind. I saw your thread on Instagram, and I was going to talk to you about that. I was going to talk to you. You didn't like that either? Was it
No,
now?
I didn't say no, not either. Not either. I liked every other Planet of the Apes movie. Not this.
But was it okay? I'm not going to say it was great, but it was okay. Was
It
it
was okay.
okay?
Yeah, it
All
was
right.
okay.
So on the five rating
Have
system,
you? I'm at like a 2,
a
maybe
two,
a 3,
I would at least give it like a 3. I would at least give it like
maybe
a
a 3. I'm not mad at it.
yeah, yeah,
Personally, it's a 3. It's a 3.
it's a 3.
3.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
give you
I
3.
can agree
I'll
with
give
you
you
on
3.
that. I can agree with you on that.
But the critically acclaimed is getting throughout
Yeah,
social
saying that like
media
it's
and
the
other.
yeah, no. I agree. I agree. It's not.
Nah,
It is
I wasn't
not.
emotionally affected. It was
Right,
just
right,
I don't
right.
know.
And
It's just
it,
different.
I do agree with that. People slicing it up. I heard somebody say that it was better than Godzilla Kong. Nah. You bucking them. You buck Jason. Don't even do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
I'm gonna
do
do
it.
it. I'm gonna do it. Can I do it? I actually enjoyed Godzilla versus Kong over Kingdom of Planet of the Apes.
Oh, Okay.
I did. I did. I did. I'm not gonna lie.
All
I
right,
did.
because
I did. I did.
I
I
do
did.
agree with you. People were like sicing it up, saying like, "Oh, it's like the best movie this year after Dune." I was like, "No, absolutely not,
Man,
absolutely not."
man, Caesar from Franco all the way down. He did he win an Oscar? Cause that was kind of on the level.
Yeah, yeah. His first one was kind of like that, like so.
That's
Whew,
why I looked at this one. It was way like I get what they was trying to do, establish Caesar's morality
yeah,
as a person who still embraced
yeah,
humans, and this ape in particular didn't know about him because it's years in the future. So it's kind of like they were kind of giving him a real life choice of, are you going to choose the morality of Caesar and embrace humans, or are you going to be the fake Caesar king dude and say F all humans?
but
The
I
good part
did.
that they were
Yeah,
doing,
yeah.
the good part that they were doing was the human girl actually was doing some swindling
She
things that
was.
was
She
testing his
was.
patience about,
She was.
trusting humans or not.
She really
Think
was.
they didn't.
Caesar did this. No, Caesar was like this.
Yeah,
You know what
the
I'm saying?
old yeah he met the old monkey. I can't
Right.
think of his name. He
Right.
ended up dying, and
Right.
he was teaching him about the real Caesar.
Right.
And then
Right.
he ran into the other side of Caesar, which existed,
Right.
which is, hey, these humans kind of piss me off
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit sometimes.
They kind of messing up.
They didn't dig deep enough
I
to
agree
really make me emotionally feel like,
that you were.
yo, he about to. It should have been a moment where he almost shot that girl.
Yes, agreed. Agreed.
About to shoot him.
Yeah.
Oh, let me not.
No, yeah,
Not
yeah.
spoil.
She had the blicky behind her back. She was like, "Oh man,
Yeah,
this." Yeah.
yeah, but it was okay.
It was
It's not
okay.
like, oh my god, but it
Um,
was okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to
Sorry.
tell you. Did you see that the Munsters is getting a dark reboot by James Wan, the guy from Silence, Dead Silence? He's remaking, but it's gonna be like a dark reboot horror
The
film.
monsters.
The
The
Monsters.
monsters.
Yep. Which I'm okay with. I'm okay with that because James Wan has proved himself. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Wait and see your approach for me.
I'm okay with that. What else other news we got? Oh. So for those of you who don't know, if y'all remember back during COVID, we sized up a show real good. WandaVision.
It was a great.
It was a great show. It was.
It's crazy. We are about a year or two away from being able to use the C word if it is indeed a C word,
Yep.
which is classic.
Yep. That is true. That is true. Today, I saw in the chat that they're making a Vision show.
We should go ahead and can that right now. We can can it.
I'm not with it.
Okay.
I'm not with
Yeah,
it.
we can can that.
I'm not with it.
We can can that.
This is what I'm talking about with Marvel. WandaVision is way done. If they were going to do that, they should have did it like a month after WandaVision.
Allegedly, she's dead now. So it's like, what
Right,
do
so-
we do?
I keep saying it. Marvel they're struggling for air right now. They're struggling for air. They're drowning and they're struggling for air. So
Grasping for straws. They are throwing darts.
they are
They're trying to
throwing
figure it
darts.
out,
They
man.
are throwing darts because at this point, who really cares about Vision? I'm just saying. Who cares about Vision at this point? Right. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Vision at this point. So for them to make a show, I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this. So am I still probably going to watch it? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm probably still going to watch it.
Absolutely.
Do I
Yeah,
think it's going to be
we
good?
hypocrites.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I agree.
I'm
I-
not
it's gonna
too
be-
confident about this.
I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be one of
Yeah,
I think it'll
I
be
don't see
I'll give it
it. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I don't see this being like this grade A thing where it's going to be like excellent. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
Man,
We'll
WandaVision is
see.
Crazy.
We'll see, but man, Jay, oh man, I'm really hurt in my feelings about the Mutant Mayhem one, bro. I thought it was all right. Please tell me I'm sorry. I know y'all just went from one thing, but I need to stay on topic. Please tell me you saw The Witcher season 4 trailer with what's my man Liam Hemsworth?
Just photos. I haven't even watched the last Witcher season. The last season with
Yeah.
Campbell. I haven't even watched that yet. And don't get. Actually like the first few seasons
Yeah,
of
The Witcher.
Witcher.
Yeah, The Witcher was
So
good.
I want to make that clear. But I haven't watched
Yeah.
Campbell's last season, and now Hemsworth.
I I think a lot of hate is coming not because it's. I think a lot of hate is coming because it's not Henry Cavill. It ain't because
Correct.
it's him. It's because
Correct.
you started off with Henry, now you're going to him. So I think a lot of the
Yeah.
hate is coming from that, and people
Yeah.
are just taking it. You know how some of us do. We take it to the extreme, like, oh man, this shit is gonna be trash.
Yeah.
He could do better than Henry. I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
That's true.
he could be
And-
better than Henry.
And everybody, at least allegedly, or the story leaked out that Henry was material of the games.
Yeah.
And the creative team didn't
Yep.
want to do that.
Yep.
And so that's the extra, like, oh nah.
Yep. Uh,
Not for me. It's just that I forgot about the Witcher. Witcher got buried by so many shows.
it
that
did.
came
It
out
did.
after.
It got buried by so many shows. It really
That's
did.
what it is for me.
It really
It's not
did.
that I hate the Witcher. So
Uh,
much happened after the Witcher. Oh man.
It really did. It really got buried. 2 or 3. I started watching Madam Web. I couldn't make it past the first 5 minutes. I couldn't make it past the first 5 minutes.
You gotta do it.
I'm gonna try. The first 5 minutes is soggy. I'm like, oh my god, this is like leaving your frosted flakes in too long soggy. I'm like, this is frosted pebbles. I mean, fruity pebbles soggy. I was like, oh, and I don't know if it's. I'm gonna try it again. Hopefully on the weekend I try it and it like comes full circle. But already I'm like, yeah, I can see. But here's the funny thing. It's doing numbers on Netflix.
That's how bad it is.
It's doing numbers on Netflix.
That's how bad it is. And you know what's great? And you know what's great? I don't even remember the first minutes of Madden. I can't even tell
Bruh,
you. If you put $1 million in front of me,
oh,
I couldn't tell
man.
you the first 5 minutes of the movie started.
Oh, dude, I'm literally sitting here like, yo, there's no way. This
And it gets better as it worse.
Oh, I said, Lord have mercy. This is it.
Hey.
I said, this is down bad. This is down
Hey.
bad right now.
Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna run the numbers up. Everybody, go see how bad Madam Web
Yeah,
is.
and I would say if it's on Netflix,
Go-
you got
go
Netflix,
see.
you might as well watch it. You're already paying for it, so you
I
might as
couldn't
well.
believe it. I couldn't believe it. Ooh.
Now
That's a bad. Oh, that was.
I feel like this conversation is going to take a lot of time, because if you saw the thumbnail, and now y'all, I'm about to get really passionate. I'm about to get really passionate right now. And Jason, I'm going to say something to you that you probably won't agree with. So I have finished, because y'all know me. I don't like watching shows week to week to week. I like to binge them.
That's BS. Man, y'all lucky we PG now, because I would say something worse than that. That's a lot of mess right there. Go ahead. My bad.
So
Go ahead.
I finally
This is
watched it all the
ridiculous.
way through.
And I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna check you on that too, when you done. But go ahead.
I finally watched X-Men 97 all the way through. Look into my eyes. I want y'all to look into my eyes. It is the best TV show on TV within the last 4 to 5 years.
You might be right.
I'm not lying. I am
might
not
be
lying.
You might
I don't
be.
care what show you got. Game of Thrones? I don't give a damn.
Oh, it's way better than Game of Thrones.
It's
Don't do
way
that.
better.
You can't talk. Hey, no.
It's better than WandaVision. It's better than Loki. It's
Yeah.
better than a lot of. It's better than
Yeah.
Blue Eye Samurai.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Keep
X-Men
going.
97 is the best
He-Man.
show that's been on TV, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. In 5 years.
Yeah. You right.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. You're gonna say, well, why, Josh? storyline. The
Bingo.
storyline is written so good.
Man,
Action. And here's the part.
You had me scared in the group chat.
No.
You had me scared. I thought you was about to go somewhere. I'm gonna take a shot for you, man. You had me scared. Go ahead.
Bro, action sequences. Fantastic. Even when there is no action. Conversations. The storyline. And every actor acted their ass off. Everyone. Magneto, Charles, Wolverine. They even gave Jubilee some go.
Yeah.
I felt like Jubilee was always in character. Oh, look at my fireworks. Nah, they gave her some go in that jump.
Ryan Lucky, he saved Fall because he said he's separating animated from live action.
Bruh.
So he said it's the best live action. I was about to say X-Men might show of the year. I think it's going.
I don't think nothing is going to top X-Men 97 this year.
Is that a Fallout? That's the 1 and 2 in general shows. That's 1 and 2.
And Fallout to me is second. As of right now.
Yeah, 1 and 2, 1 and 1A. Man, go ahead,
bro.
I'm sorry.
I can't stress to y'all. In fact, if there are certain shows I would tell you to get a subscription for, Disney Plus, get a subscription just for X-Men 97. Just for X-Men 97. I don't know. I have tried. Man. It was so good. I watched it again. Because I was like, I can't find anything wrong with this. I said, I cannot find anything wrong with this. Bruh. Y'all, I truly cannot find anything wrong with X-Men 97. Well, there was one thing, and I'm glad they didn't go there, Jason. When Charles and Magneto are face to face, I was like, I know they're not about to do what I think they're about to do.
No.
I said, no. I know. But they didn't. And I was like, yes. I was like, okay.
And you know what's crazy? The final episode to me, and I say this respectfully, for me personally, was not their best episode.
It wasn't. But it wasn't. I agree.
Matter.
I agree.
It don't matter.
The last episode, you're right. It wasn't their best episode. But, yeah. And then, y'all.
Everything else is
the amount of cameos that's in this show is ridiculous. Yeah. They cut.
Morph alone. Yeah.
Morph alone. Yo, and did you see when I liked the little shit it had? Wolverine was sitting in the tree. He was having a bad day. He turned to Sabretooth. Morph, and then he's like, yeah, let's get it. I was like, yeah.
Yo, this how crazy Morph was. I think it was the final episode. I was watching it. And then I kind of like, you know how you look away and you kind of still see something off the corner of your eye? I had looked away and I saw Mr. Fantastic. And I was like, hold on, where did Mr. Fantastic get in this episode?
Son, my man
I rewinded it and Morph turned into it. I was like, oh. Because they showed everybody.
They showed everybody. He said, testify my brothers, X-Men 97, all of what y'all saying. It's the truth. I don't care what no one says. X-Men, oh my God. And don't even get me started on my Rogue. Well, I'll be a wet bird on a live wire. Son, they murdered this whole thing. Hey, and bad I say, it's better than the old X-Men.
Cartoon?
Yes.
Now, let's slow down.
Okay, we're going to slow down.
Okay. Let me tell you why we're going to slow down. This is only season 1.
That's true.
This is only season 1.
Which leads me to my next point. I think they should cut it. Because we're on a high note right now. CJ,
you want to stop at season 1?
CJ, it's the greatest thing I ever watched in my life.
You want to stop at season 1?
I want to stop. Oh, let me tell you why.
But we already got season 2 and 3.
But let me tell you why, though. Because remember, they fired dude who was writing for the show.
Right. So if y'all don't know the second season.
But see, now, he made a tweet. Now, if y'all don't know, the dude who wrote X-Men 97, I think his name like Boo DeMaio or something like that.
Yeah, something to that effect.
They fired him. Disney fired him. he put in a tweet like 2 days ago. He wrote a season 2 already, but he doesn't know what the development is going to be of it because he said he's going to be hands off.
Correct.
So now that leads me to say, what did he do to get fired? Because I know that Disney is looking at all the tweets and like, we got a banger. So what did he do to get fired?
It's so many stories. I don't know how to even.
I don't know what's real. And that's what I'm saying. Dude, everything about X-Men is written so, and y'all don't even, when my man Cyclops was free falling, I'm like, oh man, he said, your man said, I see y'all at the bottom. I said, oh, what are you about to do? Yo, he used the optic blast. Your man landed. To me, my X-Men, I said, oh my God. Dude, and I love how they made Cyclops not just blast, but he was like, he was using it to like momentum, like push himself around. I'm like, this shit is grade A. All the characters were on point. Nightcrawler was on. Magneto, this is the first time I can actually say I was on Magneto's side. I felt the emotion in the jump. When Magneto was like, okay, that's it. Fuck it. He was like, nope, I done it. Fuck it.
You were never on Magneto's side?
I cussed. No, I was. Because most people fail to realize a lot of X-Men is about, if you tied in the eye, it's like racism.
It's racism.
It's basically racism. And
Professor X is Martin Luther King. Magneto is Malcolm X.
Exactly.
Right. I've always been on Magneto's side, so that's a subliminal for all.
And the thing about
leave me alone, I'll leave you alone.
Right. And my whole thing was, even when Magneto tried to give them the upper hand, he tried his best, because his best friend who died was like, I know you can do better.
This man was at the courthouse and levitated the entire courthouse. It said, everything in my being is telling me to just erase all of you now. But for once, on behalf of my best friend, I won't. And let everybody live, bruh. Only to happen what to happen that ended up happening.
We said, let's just assume that all the work that's in motion is still in effect for what he's already done for season 2. With the groundwork already done, there's no need to tamper with the already in motion. I agree. And I hope they stick. The storytelling was excellent, bro. Like, don't even get me started on the dude's mother who shunned him out because he was a mutant. Her own son. But dude, everybody was in there. Did you? And I know you saw it. I know you saw Peter Parker and Mary Jane from the old school Spider-Man in that joint, right?
Yeah.
Then they cut to Doctor Strange and he in the joint. I said, oh my. They would do my man Daredevil. I said, yo, this show is vicious. Son, I was about to pull my Hank Hill. I'm about to bust. I was like, yo. I said, son, this show, I am not lying. I watched it again just to confirm this. X-Men 97 is the best show that has been on TV in the past 5 years. I don't care. And I'm not just saying animated or live action. It is the best show. Period.
Ryan saved it. I put in the group chat. This was like episode 2 or 3. I said, hey, bruh, Fallout got a problem. Yeah. I had Fallout. I said, Fallout got a problem.
Fallout got heat.
I said, Fallout got a problem. I was going with Fallout, but X-Men 97, I said, yo, Fallout got a problem. And Ryan was like, animated. I was like, you say Fallout, bruh, because this is lit.
Nah.
Now let me check. Now, see, you thought I forgot. Now let me check you on
the
your
whole
binge.
series. Do the whole series.
Now this is where I check you on your binge versus week to week. Imagine how I felt watching what you saw
week to week.
You
were probably on the edge of your seat, gripping the chair when it's over.
I'm in there texting like, this is crazy, and y'all just like, I'm gonna wait till the end of the. I'm like, no!
Next time on X-Men 97.
Come on. I was like, yo, come. I was like, bruh, come on, y'all. Don't binge this.
Bruh.
Ride the wave. It was fun. Social media was fun.
That's what I'm saying. And I literally,
it.
I had to stay off social media because all I heard a rumor they said something like RIP and it had Storm on it. I was like, no. I said, okay. And I accidentally saw it. And I was like, okay, that's it. I'm off of social media until I watch the whole thing.
Metaphorically, they were correct for like 2 to 3 episodes. Right. Metaphorically. But that RIP somebody else for now.
And okay, and we're going to talk about that. I'm going to tell you right now. See, I hated waiting, and it will not do that for season 2. I can't.
Stop it! My heart. Whoever said that? No, that's the fun. It's a roller coaster. Man.
It's a roller coaster.
No, okay. You went into a already made TV movie, and while you wasn't on the roller coaster,
I wasn't. I was standing waving. I was waving at y'all from the jump because I was.
Man,
y'all don't get me started.
I'm up at 3 a.m, like,
bruh. And y'all don't even get me started on the Cajun persuasion, okay? The Cajun persuasion. Now look, I'm with you. And for those who have not watched it, you need to click off right now because we're going spoiler. We're going deep, pause. We're going right into the spoilers and we're talking about it. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of time, but make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and come on back.
Y'all should have already been watching it and don't listen to this man and binge it.
I don't think Gambit's dead. I think he's not. They done already went back in time that already proved to me that they're going to do something with Gambit. Well, they're going to pull Gambit from somewhere.
He's death.
Like I'm
one
not
of the 4 horsemen of Apocalypse.
So Apocalypse at the end. I kind of figured he was Apocalypse before he pulled the thing down. Yeah. I was like, I think this is Apocalypse. Yeah. But somebody said my boy Aaron told me there's an end credit at the end of the last episode.
He picked up Gambit's card.
So, see, I didn't see that. So, I didn't know it. I didn't see that.
Gambit becomes, in the comics, he becomes
one of the 4 Hessmen.
One of the four for Apocalypse. So does Wolverine to heal his adamantium. Apocalypse 2 to get his adamantium healed.
Chad said he felt like Saturday mornings. He said it was like it was.
He's right.
He's right. So, you're saying...
Well,
hold on. Before you go there. You're saying at the end of the... So explain the end credit, because I didn't see it. And I could cut it back on, but go ahead.
Apocalypse picks up one of the cards, one of Gambit's cards.
Apocalypse Now or the Apocalypse that was...
Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now.
All blue Apocalypse.
It's Genosha. They don't show him. You see his hand.
Okay. You see his hand. Okay.
You just see the hand. And he picks up Gambit's card.
All right.
It's Genosha after what happened.
Gotcha.
You know it's Apocalypse.
Oh, so Apocalypse is there at Genosha.
Present time. That was a present time. Yeah. Because Professor X and them was in the past. Cyclops and Jean are in the slight future where Cables is still a little kid, as you clearly saw.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing me to this. This is one of the things I love about the X-Men. In the present time, Forge and Cable, current grown Cable, what I love, what I think they're gonna do with the show, you're gonna see other superheroes you never knew before that became men that you never knew or do know.
Okay.
That become X-Men. So you're gonna see different heroes because at one point there was a group in a coast of the United States. But I ain't gonna get deep. That's too deep. Anyway, Gambit becomes one of the 4 horsemen.
Okay.
Wolverine, after he gets his adamantium ripped out of his body, as everybody saw.
Which everybody saw. Magneto, and I like that. Magneto's like, okay, I done let you go. Now I'm not playing with you. Now,
that actually happened in the comics.
In the comics, it does. It actually does.
When he tries to use his natural healing, he becomes feral, like literal Wolverine. But over time, he's losing control. So he goes to Apocalypse, and Apocalypse goes, I can fix it, but you will be one of my 4 horsemen. And Wolverine said, yep, I'm going to let you fix it, but I'm dope enough to not fall under your mind control. So I'm going to do it. And it didn't work. It didn't work. I can't hear you.
Your boy Ology is in the chat.
Oh, tell him I said.
Yeah, he said, "Yo, what's good?" Oh, he can. Okay. So basically, see, I didn't know there was an end credit till my boy Aaron told me. He said, "Yeah, there's an end credit." So basic. Oh, and don't even get me started on that scene, bro. Can we just talk about how Gambit was out here living his best life? He was getting to it.
You sure you want to live in his best life? He was stuck on Rogue, who was stuck between.
when you look at Rogue, guys, who wouldn't be her southern accent, that fire? I just want her to drain all my energy, punch me, throw me on the bed, like suplex me. Just like, man, I just wanted to,
Different thing to see her want to talk to a man like Magneto. And I've been here the whole time. And this man literally been our villain. If you just about to go ahead and ride his helmet, man, I'm out.
That's true. But he did handle it like a G. But
He
we
did.
talk about when his mind was breaking up on the boat? It was Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and I know that other person. It starts with a P, I think her name is. I think. I forget her name.
I forgot the episode. I mean, I ain't forget the episode, but I forgot.
Chad, stop being an asshole. He said he was a simp the whole series. He loved Rogue, goddamn.
He right. And the fight, he was putting his foot down, saying, "Hey, yo, you become rock with him and Genosha, I'm done." And then that happened.
Yes, and we all go to the classic costumes where they went back, and I loved. So most people don't know, but Jubilee's costume got changed to what it was at the end with the black.
Yeah,
I like that outfit a lot better than the one. I mean, don't get me wrong, the one she originally watched is cool, but I always like that black and yellow combo with her with the black. And I'm so glad they gave Jubilee some respect. And let's not even talk about how they even go back to the uncanny X-Men and even the regular X-Men talking about Storm and how she's claustrophobic.
Correct.
I love that. I was like, oh man, they going deep in here, man.
Yeah,
dude.
And they did that in the old one too.
Yeah, they did. They tagged on that one in the old one.
Was that Genosha too? They put the collars around their neck. They threw them in a little sweat locker. It was Storm, Gambit, Jubilee, the Blob.
Yep.
What's the fire dude name? I can't think of it.
Not Storm. Not Storm.
What's the fire dude? Pyro. Yeah, Pyro
dude,
was there.
This is literally, I don't have no show touching this. None.
So you got it clear in Fallout.
Oh, it's better than Fallout.
Okay.
I have literally thought about all the shows, even last year. I was trying to find my book to say the shows that we gave best show last year.
He-Man.
It's better than He-Man.
Voltron.
It's better than Voltron. Hold on. I got it right here. Hold
on. Did we give Voltron show of the year? Or at least close to it? I don't even remember.
Oh, okay, yep, I found it. Okay.
Did we even give Voltron show of the year? Or did we say it was good? Or really?
We said
Voltron's a great show. I remember it was a great show.
It was a great show.
It's a great show. Yeah. But I know He-Man won show of the year.
Yo, He-Man was definitely up there.
Yeah, the first one.
All right, so the best show, my list was The Fall of the House of Usher is better than that. It's better than that. Don't get me wrong. The Fall of the House of Usher was good. It was great. But X-Men 97 is better.
Yeah, it's better. Okay.
Loki. We already said it's better than Loki. Pluto.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. All right.
Castlevania.
Oh, okay.
Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. I kind of like that one. I like Scott Pilgrim. I know y'all. Blue Eye Samurai.
Blue Eye was good. Yeah, it clears Blue Eye. It clears Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, easily.
That was.
Jujutsu Kaisen. It clears that.
I'm reading. So I don't know. I'm reading.
So if I had
I'm way ahead.
Yeah, you're probably way ahead. Don't get me wrong. Jujutsu Kaisen was like that. But X-Men 97
it's a great
better.
show.
X-Men 97 was better. And Gen V.
Yeah, it's better than Gen V.
I'm trying to tell you, it's the best show in the last 5 years. Period.
Yeah, it is.
And I know everybody will be like, "Oh, it's animated." That's the problem with y'all. Y'all can't expand y'all minds. Some of y'all can't expand. Just because you can do more in an animation than you can in live action because the budget is a little bit smaller because it's animated. But everything from the writing to the way the animation was, to the voice acting, to the story. It can't be touched. It can't be touched. Like, no, if you know they would really make money if I would go see it. I would pay to go see that in a movie theater.
Let me ask you this. Let me. Oh, you talking about X-Men '97?
Yep. I would go pay X-Men if they was to put it in a movie theater right now. Oh no, yes, Chaz. Last of Us was Last of Us last year? Was that last year or this year?
I don't know, but X-Men '97.
But yes, Last of Us was in my. I think I forgot about that on my list. But yes, but Last of Us, yeah, it's better than Last of Us. Nostalgia aside, when you have something that can emotionally invest you in characters and storytelling, The Magnificent, if you have received success, hands down. It's hands down. Seriously. Yeah, hands down. It's the best show within the last 5. You can, I don't care what what real live TV shows you got. X-Men '97 is above that. It's above that.
I'm so proud
it is done so well. Like, even when Scott and Jean Grey and they're talking to Cable, and Scott was like, "Man, I love you, son. I love you." Mm-hmm. Even that scene, I was sitting down here, I had to. I was like, no. Okay, Ming, I was like, oh my god. Okay, Ming said, does 97 top anything DC animated? It tops everything DC animated. It tops anything DC animated. And that's a lot, because I love Paradox, Dark Side Apocalypse. It tops all that. I'm just thinking about the top of the ones that I like right now. And
you think about movies. You talk about the movies animated.
He's talking about shows too?
That's a no.
Because it's never going to top Batman the animated series.
There we go.
It can't top Batman the animated series, because that one is just great. But
number one,
yeah, that's like the number one show. Batman the animated series is the number one show. And
it ain't that. And I can and that's the only one that it ain't that with. Okay, so maybe make that perfectly clear.
Y'all, I was in there real live shedding because Cable was real live sitting there like, "Oh, we about to have that discussion, Dad," and he was just like, "Son, I just want you to know I love you."
I'm surprised they brought Cable in so quick.
I was shocked about that too. I was shocked about that. When he first came up, I'm like, Cable? And don't even get me started on the Jean Grey clone with Mr. Sid. I said,
that was the first 3 episodes of the show.
I was like, yo.
2 to 3.
Oh, yeah, it's better than Young Justice. It's better than Young Justice. Young Justice is good, but it's better than Young Justice. Man, it is that shit is so good, y'all. I can't. And the throwback to all. When I was sitting up, first I was shocked when Spider-Man showed up. I was like, but you remember the first time you see him, he in his costume. So I'm like, they throw. But then I saw the symbol on his back. I said, that looked like the animated symbol from the old school Spider-Man. But then when they're standing in front of the TV, I said, oh my God, it's Peter Parker and Mary Jane. I said, and don't even get me started on Daredevil, bro.
Yeah, it might have but outside of the Batman the Animated Series.
Yep.
And the OG Spider-Man.
Yep, OG Spider-Man.
And Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yep.
And the OG X-Men.
Yeah.
97 is
97.
Right.
It can't be topped.
I was just thinking about Teen Titans, and I was like, I think.
Yeah, which means he found Mary Jane, and she good. Exactly. Yeah. I was about to go there next. Because, man, I'm trying to tell you. And then when they cut to Doctor Strange, I said, what the? Oh, shoot. But hold on, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. When Rogue went out to that snowy captain, Joan, before I even saw the shield, I said, Avenger? I said, I know. And then when he threw the shield, I said, oh!
She said, oh, you ain't going to help me?
She slung that.
Cap was just like,
he was like, you something else.
You something else.
He said, "You're a real B word. You're a real B word."
The unstable creature. When
she said, I guess you won't be needing this. He slung that shit.
It flew off.
Son, I died. I said, Captain America's like, son of a bitch.
You unstable creature. I ain't gonna call you the B word. I'm just gonna say you are unstable creature.
And can we talk about the old school Iron Man for a minute?
Yeah. In there with the president. What's his name?
Because you know what they were doing.
Kelly.
You know what they were doing.
Kelly. President.
And you heard how they was signed. They were, and for those of you who don't know too, that scene, basically it was Wolverine against Iron Man, because at the time they wanted all the heroes to sign something with their name and say who they were, their secret identities.
So Civil War.
The Civil War. That's what it was. The Civil War. So I kind of liked how they stopped that, because if you pay attention, they said they're even putting that on hold for the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh wait, am I getting that mixed up with something else?
Maybe.
I think I'm getting that mixed up with something else. That was when Black Panther and Storm was getting married, and they put that on. But it was still, nevertheless, it was still great to see Iron Man and Captain America right there. And I'm like,
the bunker.
Oh, man, oh my God. No, when they got into the bunker and Iron Man and Captain America was squaring up, I was like, oh, they about to take this.
Yep. The man in the bunker together, them.
But can we talk about too how Beast, when he was like, let me see how many humans it was, and all this shit started going red, he was like, oh, he was like, oh, man.
I would have been with Magneto.
You know what though? Honestly, you make a good point. This may actually be the throwing of the dart that says maybe we should redo Spider-Man 2. I can see him doing that.
Redoing Spider-Man for what?
Not redoing Spider-Man, but picking up they call it Spider-Man 97. It'll pick up where our old school Spider-Man.
Cartoon?
Yeah.
Wait. You think Disney gonna make a
I think that this will be the, hey, I wonder if we should do this for this. At least stir the brain up.
They gotta call Sony first, but
I forgot about that. You're right. They do gotta call Sony for that.
But
do you think Sony would deny it? Because technically, wait, Sony still owns the right to X-Men, right? Or no, did they get them back?
That was Fox. They got that back.
Okay, so Marvel got that back. Okay, all right. Okay,
that's why New Mutants got dissed.
Yeah.
Because
people
Disney got it. Yeah, and Disney got it. It was like, we gonna just put it straight to streaming.
So now after 97 is done for now, who has the best overall shows between Marvel and DC?
Wait, this is not a legacy question. This is a right now question.
It looks like Ming is trying to say right now who has the best overall shows between Marvel and DC. Now remember, he says shows. And DC don't got a lot of animated shows as much as Marvel do.
We talking about shows in general or just animated shows?
Best
it's hard
overall.
to compare. It's hard to compare the animated movies. Oh, X-Men 97 got 10 episodes.
Steve was like, all right, young lady, I'll see you in season 2. Let me go get my snow boots. Oh,
it's hard to compare the DC movies to a show animated wise. So I'm trying to figure out.
So if we're gonna say just shows, period. Just animated? Shows. Animated. Oh, DC? You know what? Yep, DC or Marvel.
They don't do animated shows outside of Superman, the Adventure Man and the Adventure Superman. But that's a different vibe than what X-Men 97 is.
Yeah, that is.
It's kind of hard to compare. Respectfully.
Yeah.
In an honest answer, if you want me to say yes, X better than Adventure Superman, then yes. But it's a different vibe that comes with that too. As you saw, it's a different show.
Yeah, it's a different show.
It's a different vibe of a show.
I'm not going. I'm worried.
And it's hard to compare the movies.
I'm worried about season 2, bro. I really.
This is the best Marvel lately best animated Marvel shows.
Agreed.
Excuse me, because remember there was Thor versus Hulk.
And that was okay. Thor. And then remember
Wolverine Wolverine and Hulk, same
Yep.
time,
And then
same day or something
do you
like
remember
that.
they had an animated, like it was an animation one with Wolverine? It was actually pretty good. They had like 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I remember both of them being good because Beast goes berserk in one of them. And Wolverine was kind of like, okay, Hank, it's me, Logan.
Yeah. Yeah, Disney, Marvel, they stayed out of animated movies a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even if they didn't, DC was still rocking.
Yeah.
DC animated universe was just
Rocking.
that was credible. So
Yep.
why they stayed out of that work, because DC wasn't playing. They weren't playing at all.
I do agree. DC has been, their animated stuff hits hard. Like it hits hard.
Yeah, that man.
They're animated. I can't really think of a bad, like don't get me wrong, they do have bad shows. And I mean bad animated movies too, but they're like very slim. Very slim. Like it's hard for me now to think of one off the top of my head.
Me too. Tower of Babel. You already mentioned Flashpoint.
Yeah, damn, it's really hard for me to think of one off the top of my
Teen
head.
Titans versus the Justice League was even.
Yeah, that one was actually good. Exactly.
Yeah, Teen Titans versus the Justice League.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me. Man, damn.
Yeah, man.
I just was not. And Jason, I will say this to your point. I was kind of mad I wasn't watching it weekly because I could at least be like, Jay, did you see this Joe? I was kind of mad I wasn't watching. But then it's so hard for me, y'all, to watch and binge shows. I mean, to watch a show and have to wait for it.
You gotta pick it. You gotta become selective with it. Because I do agree that in certain cases, binging is better than week to week. But X-Men was not the show to be.
Yeah, X-Men. It was too many of us liking it where we could have been like, yeah.
Now you understand why social media was going crazy.
Yeah. Now
and you had to stay off.
Yep.
And now you should be mad that we was all in the club, and then you came into the club when the lights was.
I was.
So you looking at all the bag, all the trash on the floor, everybody. We sweeping. We done. We already.
I came in like Donald Glover in Community with the pizzas. He like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So let's just say DC has Batman, the animated, Superman, Justice League, and Justice League Unlimited versus X-Men, Spider-Man.
Oh, I forgot about Justice League Unlimited. Oh,
Justice League. And man, nah, I can't agree with you, Chaz. Chaz always talking about I like week to week. Nah.
Yeah, week to week.
Nah,
yes,
I can't do it.
In certain cases, yes, week to week. Oh, so there's Superman, the animated series, a little bit over, a little bit.
And the Superman the animated series was good, and Justice League and Justice League Unlimited was good.
Justice League Unlimited.
Justice League Unlimited was like that though.
It was lit. Justice League was lit too. Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, Unlimited was better. You're right. Unlimited was better.
Oh my god.
Unlimited was better. Yeah.
You can go down there. I ain't even go that one episode, but there's so many episodes, boy, when Green Lantern met his son.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Static Shock. Shout out to Static Shock. Can we get a Static Shock show, please?
Yeah, I need a Static Shock show. I need, man. Oh my gosh. Man, I just can't. Please. And that's the thing. I even feel like for people who don't like comic books and things like that, if they was to watch X-Men 97, they'd be like, yo, this shit is like that. They'd be like, this is like that.
Yeah, it was a great show.
And I love that you really didn't even have to watch the original X-Men to know what happened, because they kind of explain it. Oh, Charles is dead. You know what I'm saying? Then Charles over here clapping cheeks on the next planet. You know, he over here clapping cheeks. So I'm like, okay.
Thank you for bringing that up. Charles was never dead. Even in the final episode of the original X-Men, said that the injury was just too much that the normal Earth medicine could do. So they took him to the Shi'ar.
And I liked how they explained that. And I thought it was very, like I said, the writing was put together so good that I could stand behind it. I could stand behind every episode. Like you said, the last episode isn't even the best episode. It's not. But it's still good enough where I can be like, oh, okay.
I feel like I want to share this because I'm about to show my age a little bit.
Okay.
Because speaking about the Shi'ar and the Phoenix and
Uh huh.
everything, man, I don't know if you remember this. Remember that series of Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
was so fire that they debuted the episode on a Thursday
Yes,
night
I do remember that.
instead
I remember
of the
that.
weekend.
Yep, I do
And
remember that.
and the other show, y'all about to laugh, but this is real. The
Mm-hmm.
other show was Power Rangers was going through a same season
Yep.
where they were regular Rangers Zeo.
Yep.
It also debuted on a Thursday night, which was a prime time,
Pro-
8 o'clock.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
you were at your home watching it. That's how crazy X-Men
And
and Power Rangers used to be.
And I
That's
want
how
to say
crazy
it actually got commercial time because they were saying that no, we're going to air it on Thursday.
Correct.
It even got commercial time. I remember that. I remember that.
Yes. The whole Phoenix saga and Zeo Rangers. I know I'm nerding out, but this is real. They did it at primetime TV.
Okay,
that's crazy.
I do see your point. New technology. He said that new technology has spoiled us where we can binge it, but the anticipation of having week to week, I can get that. I can stand behind.
Technology is right. Like it is. It was so fun to like watch it right there. Come on, it's X-Men 97. Yeah. Look, forget that the opening theme was just like the original. The ending credits was the same with Cyclops and his powers.
It's funny.
Come on.
Chaz just said, and them changing the opening cutscenes every episode was fire. So I will say this: I only watched the opening scene for the first episode. I skipped it after that.
What?
I did. I skipped it after that. I just wanted to see it one time to feel the. I skipped it the rest of the time. Oh, man. I didn't even know they switched it up because I watched the first one because it was little differences, but it was still, y'all know that used to be a thing when Wolverine jumped and like swipe at the jaw like, Chad said, I'm going to go ahead and leave now.
Yeah. Shout out to Chad. Shout out to Ology. Come on.
Yeah, and they saying the same thing like, Josh, you got to do better.
Yeah, bro. I even watched the ending credits when they showed the hero rotating the stats and everything. I'm like, they did that too.
They did that too.
That caught me more than the opening theme.
Oh man, that opening theme just hit heavy, bro. It just hit heavy. I watched it that one time. I was like, yeah, I'm back, and then I never watched it again after that.
Wow.
I watched it the first episode. And I was like, okay. I watched the full John. I'm like, all right. Like, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to you. And
see, this is the part about week to week. When they debuted the first episode, theme was on there. You should have saw the social media reactions.
People's losing it.
Yeah, they were like, they got the opening. They not even talking about the episode. They're like, it's the same. It's the same song.
It's the same, bro. Like, so I was gonna.
Hey man, you missed the fun, man. I was in the club with a cup, 2-step. Magneto.
You know at BlerdCon, the last year I went, the DJ was like, "Oh, I'm about to get y'all hype." Next thing he know, he played the X-Men theme song. That was went crazy in that joke. The whole joke went crazy.
Iconic.
It is
iconic.
Can we talk about how Jubilee was like, I can't believe she's not here, and he was talking about Rogue when no. Can we talk about how Nightcrawler? Because most people forget that Nightcrawler is very religious. He's very religious. Most people forget that. Can we talk about his speech? About what
that was one of the dopest bars ever spit in the world, and it was so great. He was doing puns just like Gambit.
Son,
this man, he was dealt a great hand. He was dealt. Didn't even know he was dealt a great.
Didn't even know.
I'm like, this is crazy. This man was spitting the whole.
Spitting. All Nightcrawler did was spit the whole joke. Like when he gave.
They stuck to the core. They stuck to the core.
I didn't know where he was going with it at first. I'm like, whoa, where is he going with this? But then he was like, but I think he was dealt the right hand. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he actually says something about family. blood is blood, but family is chosen.
Yeah.
I said, damn, Nightcrawler
Bruh.
spitting.
Bruh. So fire, bruh. So fire, bruh.
Mingo say the only problem I got with 97 is they got rid of Rogue's cakes. Look, I'm not going to, in Ming's defense, the first time Rogue came up, I was like, where the cheeks? I was like, where the cheeks?
I ain't gonna lie, Rogue kind of ticked me off a little bit when she started, pun and no pun intended, going rogue and everything. And when she switched to Magneto side, now even though I'm already Magneto, I would have told Rogue like, hey, I understand you mad that like Gambit died, but like you do know that if for Sebastian to do what he did to Genosha, technically he's a mutant. You do know that at one point humans was going to take the same shot, right?
They were.
And so for her to go rogue, remember, she's not mad at the humans for doing what they did to Gambit. Right. She's mad at Sebastian. Sebastian did it.
Yep, and
that's a mutant. He's a mutant.
He's a mutant.
Well, storyline wise, they kind of changed it, but
yeah, they did. They did a little bit. They did.
They changed it, but he's a mutant. So it's like your own kind did it to yourself. So it's like, why you switching sides?
Where was Mystique?
They're probably saving her, man. Or she might have been there the whole time.
That's true. Cause I'm like, where's Mystique? Like, I'm so confused. Like. But you're right. They could be holding her for season 2. They could. No, when
Don't be surprised to see one of them flashback episodes standing right there the whole.
Right, they should do that like the whole time. The whole time Mystique was like just hiding in the back.
Yeah,
like,
just
like she was like the third character leaning into the right. Hey,
yeah.
Hey, son, when Morph morphed into Psylocke though, I was like, hey son, this show is like that.
It's like that, bro.
Oh my god,
it's like that, bro. I said, yo, this is crazy.
When they all were to make Rogue feel love when she finally vented and hey, don't get me started on that scene. Thick lock, my girl. Yo, when she finally broke down and all the X-Men were just standing there smiling, I said, man, stop. I said, stop, man. Oh my God. Bruh.
See, look, you miss social media when Jean Grey interrupted Scott and Homegirl's three-way mental call.
Yo,
oh man, it was so many memes. Who you talking to, Scott? Oh, she's still alive. Oh,
but Scott he basically got caught with his nuts out. He was like, Hey, Scott got her real quick. Oh, Gene, wait, my bad. He got her real quick.
Gene, like, you still talking to my clothes?
The other Gene ended that recall real quick. She boom. She was like, you still talking to her on the astral plane? Scott was like, I love you. Oh, this who you talking to? You talking to her on the astral plane? Okay, this your hoe right here? This your hoe? Son, oh my God.
Yo, so
Scott, hey son, Scott got a real quick, he was like, my bad. Son.
You gotta imagine, bro. Scott was probably sitting on the bed, just drooling, looking up at the sky. Gene talking to him. Hey, so I'm fucking these clothes. How you want your dish detergent? He said it like he talking to he telepathic with the other.
He gone.
This who you been talking to?
This who you been talking to? This why you can't do shit around the house because you're over here talking to this go on the astral plane? That's what you doing? Oh man. Right, like all the beaters. Hey, son, Chaz, when she banged that line, when she was talking to Gambit, and she was like, I know your heart beats for me. I can't feel you. I said, And God, my man, my man Gambit handled it like a G though. I'm always gonna love you, shit.
He
She
should have
said, I
walked away.
know. She said, I know your heart beats for me. I just can't feel you. I said, oh.
He should have walked away, man. Dazzler. You know what I'm
Gambit was
saying? He
getting,
could have
oh,
messed with.
son.
He could
When
have messed with
when
Dazzler. He
he
could have
lit up
messed with.
Wolverine's claws with the kinetic
Yeah, that was
energy,
fire.
and
That
Morph
was
and he
fire.
was like, Morph, help me out. Morph turned into the blob, and your man just, I said, son. I said, oh my God. I said, oh my God. So,
That was so fire.
Gambit,
That was so
man, my man
fire.
Wolverine just started. Gambit said, boop, and he was like, Morph, help me out. Your man turned into the blob. I said, son, this show is like that. I
didn't even think about that he could use his kinetic energy. Dang, yeah, he can do that.
Because Gambit can control, and that's the thing I'm glad they touched on too. Most people don't know Gambit can add that kinetic energy to anything. Yeah. Anything. And it's funny because in the comic book, Gambit and Rogue actually have 3 kids.
Yeah. And
so a lot of their kids, all their kids have like the power from Rogue, but they can control it. They can control touching and everything like that. And all of them have the same power like Gambit too with the kinetic energy. So it's kind of dope. I just forgot about that because I always feel like you don't see Gambit. All you do is see him light up cards. And you don't really see him. Like, I know he's good at hand-to-hand combat, but it's never, even in the old X-Men show, I don't remember him like getting down like he did in this one.
Correct.
So
you're right.
For him to practically take on the Signal by himself, like don't get me wrong, Rogue was helping, but like for him to get busy like that, I'm like, this dude is like that. The Cajun persuasion, bruh. They did their homework. Oh yeah, he not dead. Yeah. No, they're not gonna. We was just talking. So Ming, I didn't see the end credit of the last one. Jason just told me. Basically, Apocalypse comes and picks up Gambit's card. So yeah, Gambit's not going nowhere. In fact, Gambit's like, you really can't. He's like a founding member of the X-Men. You kind of can't throw him off.
Nah, he's not a founding.
Oh, he's not a founding member. Okay.
No, it's
Jean, Summer.
Cyclops. That's
Cyclops.
Angel, Beast. He was a human.
Yeah, but he was a human. Yeah. And I love Beast intelligence as always. Love that. I love that about Beast. I love the agility, showing his agility skills. I'm like, hell yeah. But I was so proud when they gave Jubilee her little spot, even though her show was kind of mixed with something else. I still like that they gave her, because that was all Jubilee.
They did Mojo.
Son, and the first thing, when they did that, Jason, the first thing I said was like, there it is. We brought him in. We brought him into existence. So for those of you who don't watch the show back then, when WandaVision was out, when we was trying to figure out what was going on, Jason was the first person that was like, it's Mojo. And I didn't even think about it. I was like, fuck yeah. It could easily be Mojo. But I like how they was like, damn, the last time I saw Mojo, he lost a lot of weight, did he?
Yeah. Because I thought it was Mojo because the first few WandaVision episodes would end with somebody watching Wanda from a black and white TV or a TV. So I'm like, oh, there's some Mojo with this. Like,
and that's exactly what you said. You was like, oh, it's Mojo.
It was Monica Rambeau. It was Monica.
Dude, I was so pleased.
It was the government.
I was so pleased with 97, bro. Like, I truly can't express how good
I'm so proud.
That show is.
I'm so proud. So proud. Man. I really am. MCU, you said best show in the past 5 years.
Easy.
Best MCU anything. Past 5.
Anything. Yep, it's better than any MC thing that I've watched. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Absolutely amazing.
It's better. I'm so I'm happy. I say this all the time, and I know I'm corny for saying it, but I'm going to keep saying it because in certain cases, don't over genius things.
Don't do it.
Just keep it simple, man. They got the same voice actors.
The same
song. They told the same message, and they ended it the same way that they did that made the show classic. Why mess it up? Why change it?
When Storm,
why reboot it?
When the girl who played Storm gave him, I'm the goddess, I'm like, yeah, say it, baby. Say it. I was like, yes. So we're gonna talk about, because I didn't realize we are at our hour. See, this thing got me so hyped. We went over our hour. But Jason, did you got anything on your chest that you want to get off before we get off the show?
I don't actually. Oh well, I'll say this. I started rewatching Spawn for us, the HBO animated.
Classic.
For all of us who know or don't know,
classic.
That show is a classic.
No, classic.
The animation
Easily.
is crazy.
Easily a classic.
The storytelling is great. So I'm only like 2 episodes in, and I'm like, this is what I used to watch as a kid,
son. And don't even get me started.
It is amazing, yo. The way they're let me not deep dive too much, but the way that they show.
Oh, you said like, y'all appreciate it, my boy.
The opening episode is him waking up, but not knowing what he did.
Yeah.
That he has sold his soul.
Yep.
That he is Spawn. Why he became Spawn. He don't remember his name.
Yep.
He don't remember his wife's name. Yep. He's just like, what is going on? Like,
shout out to Keith David. Shout out to Keith David.
Ooh.
Murdered it.
And I started watching rewatching anime, Yu Yu Hakusho, top three greatest anime of all time.
One of the greatest animes.
Argue with your mother.
Yep, nope.
Yeah, it's in my top 3.
Easily.
I'll say that.
Easily.
Argue with your mama.
No.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Easily.
Yeah, Josh, I love the song.
I need a touch of when I gotta go. Fire. Now I gotta go listen to it. Man, we love y'all. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Go ahead.
Furioso. I'm gonna go see Furioso.
Oh, I am gonna go see Furioso this week too. So basically, we'll be able to talk about that because Monday is Memorial Day. So I'm gonna go help myself to go see Furioso. I'm with you. Yeah. So we can definitely talk about that next week. Go see Furioso. Ming, I'm gonna try to start on One Piece. You know, it's very hard for me to watch One Piece.
Hey, why you wasted 2? See, now I forgive you for X-Men '97. Week to week, but you still loafing on One Piece,
dude. It is so hard for me to watch One Piece, y'all, and it's not because the show. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know what it is. It ain't because the show bad.
Buckle down.
So I am gonna have to just buckle down and watch it for sure.
Buckle down.
I just want to do it. We'll see y'all next week. Now, look, I know the time been a little bit crazy, but we're gonna try to shoot for 7 to 8. So we're going to try, in between those times, I'm trying to nail down the times when it should be good, but don't worry, we'll get there. Keep hitting that like, subscribe button. We love y'all like a fat kid love cake. And remember, if you can't be good, I'm over here looking at it this way. And remember, if you can't be good at it. Man.